Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Zaid Helmi Bahadi and my student identification number is 12 12 30 193. Here I will review journal with the theme of reaction kinetic with the title Kinetic of Mechanistic Wave for the Photocatalytic Degradation from wastewater by graphene oxide supported nanocomposite. So before we go to the main idea, here I will show you about the profile of this journal. This journal is the title of this journal is Kinetic and Mechanistic Wave for Photocatalytic Degradation from wastewater by graphene oxide supported nanocomposite. The author is Ajit S. Brimalkanti Adak, and then the journal type is review article, then published on 28 September 2023. Then it can be accessed on Science Direct. Then we will go to the main idea. In the main idea, I will discuss about number one is introduction, then urgency and important. Number three is nature of pollutant from the textile industry and its effect. Number four is importance of photocatalytic. Number five is graphene oxide based photocatalytic in wastewater treatment. Number six is mechanistic and kinetic pathway. Then the number seven is notable technique for efficient degradation way. Then the last one is the conclusion. Okay, let's go to the first discussion is introduction. So in the introduction here I will discuss about number one is textile effluent are a source of heavy pollution, mainly from dyes and chemical. And then number two is impact on the environment, damage to aquatic ecosystem, degradation of water quality, increase in chemical oxygen demand, biological oxygen demand, and total dissolved solid. The challenge is the effluent is difficult to treat with conventional method or like absorption, coagulation, and etc. And the solution is photocatalytic technology using graphene oxide or GO as a superior material. The textile effluents cause serve pollution to the environment, especially water, as they are often discharged directly without pre-treatment. Activities such as textile printing and dyeing produce harmful pollutant that disturb ecosystem and endanger the life of living things. Global textile production continues to increase, the pollution grows, with clothing consumption in the European Union record to rise 40% between 196 and 2012. The waste contain chemical compounds such as chromophores like nitrocarbonyl and azo, and then auxopores or hydroxyl carboxyl and amine that give color and intensity to dyes, but are difficult to biodegrade. As a result, this effluent causes an increase in chemical oxygen demand or COD, then biological oxygen demand BOD, and total dissolved solid or TDS in water, which deteriorates water quality. Treatment of effluent before discharge has come an urgent need to protect the ecosystem and environmental sustainability. Conventional methods such as adsorption, coagulation, nanofiltration, and reverse osmosis are often used but have the limit due to the complex nature of textile effluent. Photocatalytic technology is a promising alternative solution because it is low cost, environmentally friendly, use solar energy, and is able to reduce waste without producing secondary waste. In this case, graphene oxide or GO plays an important role as supporting material. Photocatalytic GO or graphene oxide has charge transfer capability, large surface area, and good mechanical stability make it effective for improving photocatalytic efficiency by overcoming obstacles such as rapid electron hole recombination, and limited catalyst surface area. Then we go to the second topic is urgency and importance. On urgency and importance, it will discuss about why this research is needed. Graphene oxide or base material. Graphene oxide or GO base material exhibit flexible physical and chemical features that are important in various applications. In photocatalytic textile wastewater treatment, such type of 2D composite material show promising results through the provision of highly exposed activity site, retention of electron-hole recombination, high conductive property through the defect structure, and enhance mechanical structure, rapid population growth, and pollution required environmentally friendly measure for the preservation of nature. The following below are considered important and urgent during the course of the review article. The first one is the urgent issue: removal are toxic pollutant from textile wastewater is addressed through photocatalytic process where effective use sunlight. Then reduction of secondary pollutant and low cost technique. The second is the development of photocatalytic essential for large-scale application. In this regard, the abundance of kinetic and mechanistic pathway is necessary for a better approach. Then the third is the role of GO or graphene oxide in composite for better charge transfer, material optimization, and defect control property are confused to find out the reason behind the high catalytic efficiency. Then we go to fourth, new technologies to improve catalytic reuse, high level efficiency, and large scale applicability are reviewed for better focus. Then the last one is the main purpose of this article is to discuss the latest strategies and development on graphene oxide based composite material using a single platform to design new photocatalysts. Okay, then we go to the topic 3 is nature of pollutant from the textile industry and its effect. Organic dyes are mainly consumed by the textile industry and appear to be harmful when exposed to the environment due to their chemical stability and resistant nature. The quality of the huge volume of wastewater depends on the nature of the raw material used during the yarn manufacturing process. Process such cutting, size reduction, rinsing, rubbing, bleaching, markerizing, washing, dyeing, printing, and rinsing are directly or indirectly related to the source of the pollutant wastewater in the textile industry. We can observe a schematic diagram of this various textile processing process in the following slide. Here the first is raw cotton, then it go to cleaning and ginning, then carding and spinning, and then yarn. From the yarn it will continue to sizing, desizing, scoring, bleaching, mercerization, dyeing, printing, and then the finishing. Each tech product wastewater with a characteristic like in the picture of like the ocean. Here's the like strong alkaline, high BOD, high COD, dissolved solids, high color intensity. First, we go to strong alkaline. The strong alkaline is with the high alkaline properties. And then we go to high BOD or high BOD or biochemical oxygen demand. Here is high oxygen demand to break down the organic matter. Then we go to high COD or chemical oxygen demand. Hide the level of chemical pollutant in water. Then we go to high color intensity. High color intensity is high colored influence due to staining. Then the last one is dissolved solid. Dissolved solid substance such as salt and heavy metal. So the conclusion is the textile production process generate effluent with various environmentally harmful characteristics, especially in the dyeing, bleaching, and printing stages. Then the conclusion too is textile effluent treatment needs to be focus on reducing this negative impact. For example, by using photocatalytic technology. Here there's the name and nature of waste in process engineering can be used in the following table. Like in the row first is the serial number, then second is process, third is constituent of effluent, and the last one is quality of wastewater. In the process, it's including sizing, desizing, scouring, bleaching, merchandising, dyeing, printing, and the finishing. Then in constituent of effluent, this is a ingredient of the process. And then the quality wastewater is the quality about that water. This table shows that various textile processes have a significant impact of wastewater quality depending on the chemical use. Is it important to understand the environmental impact of the textile industry and the need for wastewater treatment before discharge into an environment? Wastewater from the textile industry can be characterized in three ways. The first one is organic component, then suspend solid particle, and the last one is presence of heavy metal. High concentrated dye pollution adversely affect the aquatic environment through depleting oxygen level, reducing sunlight, and impairing biological function. The phenomena result in high abscisic acid concentration and increased proline accumulation, which is responsible for chlorophyll depletion and stress. Aquatic organisms such as fish are source of protein for the human body. The presence of suspended solid particle pollutant in wastewater hinders the roasting of fish and reduces their growth rate, resulting in decrease in protein, carbohydrate, and lipid content. The presence of toxic azo dyes cause an increase in ericotic micronuclei of adult fish, resulting in genotoxicity. Consumption of the such effective aquatic organism by human causes hypertension, cramp, and fever-like symptoms. Direct or indirect of wastewater or dyes can also cause allergy, rhinitis, skin irritation, dermatitis, malignant cases, asthma, and mutation. Reactive dyes are able to form bond with textile fiber, and the same type of activity is implemented with NH2 and RSA group of protein group of living being or organism. Serious health problem can also be caused by the additive formation of dyes and their reductive product with hemoglobin and spreading toxicity to all parts of the body. Chronic effects appear after years of exposure to toxic dyes, leading to the formation of benign and malignant tumors. In such cases, the responsible compounds are too rapidly amine 4-aminobipedine, benzidine, basic violet 14, and sulfanyl 2 and reported by Key. The toxic effect of azoxystrobin were discovered for the first time through the detection of bladder cancer in the worker. Intake of the dye causes reductive fractication of the azo dye to N-hydroxylamine, which is responsible for a DNA damage. Metabolism of azo dyes leads to the information of electrophilic intermediate through different mechanistic process and bind to DNA. This mechanism can be distinguished in three ways, such as the first one is the reduction of azo dyes, create toxic aromatic amines, which are oxidized to electrophilic specific through metabolism and attach to DNA. Then number 2 is the presence of unbound aromatic enemies from azo dyes that are directly oxidized through metabolism. And the formation of diazonium salt through direct oxidation of the azo bond. Water treatment with molecular chlorine causes reaction with organic substance, resulting in chlorinated byproducts which are harmful to with organic substance, resulting in the chlorinated byproduct which are harmful to the human body and can cause dangerous health problems including bladder or colon cancer. As I have mentioned, here a picture that we can see that this is caused by consuming wastewater or dyes either directly or indirectly. There's like colon cancer, then bladder cancer, benign and malignant tumors, asthma, respiratory disorder, dermatitis, DNA damage, fever, hypertension, and skin irritation. Then we go to topic 4 is importance of photocatalytic. Photocatalytic and their use is photocatalytic technique show promising impact for environmentally friendly technique due to their ability to for complete mineralization and zero waste generation. Pioneering effort by Fujishima in 1972 report on photoelectrochemical water splitting by titanium oxide in the presence of UV light. The photocatalytic management, the mechanistic process of advanced oxidate process and so great important is wastewater management. The mechanistic process of EOP follow the generation of reactive species such as electron, holes, hydroxyl radical, superoxide radicals, singlet oxygen, and etc. On the catalyst side, participating participating in the mineralization of harmful organic compounds among homogeneous and heterogeneous photocatalysts. Heterogeneous photocatalysts are more desirable for industrial use. Material must be photonically active for photoactive catalysts and produce photoactive electron and holes. The process generally follow the following steps. Step 1 is the photocatalyst capture photo from the system and produce photogenerated. Each photogenerated electron and hole. And then number 2 is separation of the photo induce charge carriers and transfer them for a long lifetime. Then the number 3 is the photogenerated active charge carriers, then attack the largest pollutant on the molecules adsorbed on the surface for possible oxidative or reductive transformation. In photocatalytic activity, the photogenerated electron holes and their lifetime determine the effectiveness of generating reactive oxygen species or ROS. This photocatalytic content sort by energy GAP, energy gap or EG, high charge separation ability, and light absorption potential in wide range, showing very significant catalytic efficiency. So they show that more than 60% of photogenerated electrons are recombined within 10 nanoseconds after excitation. In the regard, moderation of the photocatalytic is essential to obtain the above-mentioned favorable characteristic. In the photocatalytic application, the most widely used materials are titanium oxide and zinc oxide, but difficult arise due to their leverage AG or every energy gap values and need to be tuned for better efficiency. In the laboratory scale, in laboratory scale research, most researchers use various light sources for experimental studies. in the regard mercury vapor and xenon lamps are often reported in some studies. The former emits UV radiation at a wavelength of 253.7 nanometer, while the latter show light emission lifetime of the former. Some reported studies have also used direct sunlight irradiation as essential in the term of large-scale application with social impact because it's not cost, nor is economically feasible and environmentally friendly. Besides the advantage about the use of photocatalysis, there are some disadvantages associated with such as first one is flexible addition of photocatalysis according to the nature of wastewater is not possible. Number two is additional cost for separating the photocatalytic. Then number three is non-toxic properties photocatalytic. Number four is non-selective oxidation process. Number five, uncertainty of continuous supply of sunlight due to weather changes. And the last one is additional cost for alternative light sources. Then we go to the topic 5 is graphene oxide based photocatalysis in the wastewater treatment. Graphene oxide or GO is a material with great potential in the textile effluent treatment, especially for photocatalytic. In the unique properties enable strong interaction with the pollutant through mechanisms such as PP stacking bond, hydrophobic contacts, electrostatic, as well as hydrogen bonding. The enhanced graphene oxide absorption ability toward dyes and other pollution. PP stacking is non-covalent. The definition of PP stacking is non-covalent interaction between aromatic rings like benzene. They are close to each other. Their rings have p electron that can interact with the p electron another aromatic ring through weak attractive force. This interaction happens due to the electron distribution in the p orbital, creating an electronistic attraction. To improve the performance, graphene oxide is often modified elder metal doping reduction to reduce graphene oxide, or incorporation with other materials such as polymer or semiconductor. Various studies have demonstrated the success of the graphene oxide based on nanocomposite in pollutant degradation. For the example, graphene oxide combined with the semiconductors such as titanium oxide or zinc oxide degrade dyes such as methylene blue and rhomidine B with a very highly efficient. Graphene oxide main advantage lie in its large surface area, efficient transfer capability, and its ability to enhance electron-hole charge separation. With this property, graphene oxide is an ideal material to be used in the nanotechnology based on photocatalytic, especially for the large-scale application in the textile effluent treatment. There's the table that we can see. Here the information of type modification, properties, advantage and disadvantage without between one modification and other. Okay, so the graphene method is superior material with high absorption and charge transfer capability, but the production cost is major obstacle. Then MOF is have flexible structure and a high number of active sites, but they are expensive and recycling is so difficult. Then we go to number 3 is metal oxide. Excel in instability and conductivity, but have to widen the band gap for high efficiency. Activated carbon. The last one is activated carbon. Activated carbon is the economical and sustainable for charge separation, but the less effect invisible like absorption. Okay, then we go to topic 6. Here the photocatalytic degradation mechanism using graphene oxide is discussed in the depth in two main pathways. The pathways is Z-scan and S-scan. The Z-scan pathway utilizes two semiconductors with different Fermi level, which interact to efficiently spread charge. This allows for increased reduction and oxidation activities on the catalyst surface, resulting in more effective degradation of pollutant. However, to overcome the drawbacks of the Z-scheme, such as charge loss during transfer, the S-scheme pathway was introduced. The pathway utilizes the internal electric then field generated by the combination of oxidative and reductive photocatalytic material. With the approach, the degradation efficiency can be significantly improved. The role of reactive oxygen species or ROS such as hydroxyl and superoxide is crucial is this mechanism. ROS or reactive oxygen species act as the main agent in breaking down pollutant molecules into harmless compounds. To ascertain the involvement specific ROS, study often employ inhibitor of Scavenger study, for example, hydroxyl. Hydroxyl can be identified through specific reaction with certain substance, such as isopropanol, which superoxide is identified through inhibition by benzoquine. The kinetic model used to catalyze the degradation on Langmuir Hinshelmuth, which relate pollutant concentration is reaction efficiency. The model helped to understand how pollutants are adsorbed on the catalyst surface before they are finally degraded. By understanding these mechanistic and kinetic pathways, we can optimize the design of photocatalytic material for wider and efficient application in the textile influence treatment. The number 7 is notable technique for efficient degradation way. The textile wastewater treatment, such as several techniques, are used to improve pollutant removal efficiency. Factors such as catalyst, scale application, social impact, and easily accessible techniques are preferred for study. For further study, here are the important techniques report. Wastewater treatment can be improved through various modern innovations focusing on the efficiency and sustainability, such as recycling support, multi-layered membrane, magnetic catalyst, membrane technology, photocatalytic reactor, 3D evaporator, and the last one is 3D printing. The photocatalyst can be fixed on reusable substrates such as carbon fiber or polyester fabrics, which offer large surface area, high conductivity, and corrosion resistance. This is make it easier to recover and reuse the photocatalyst after wastewater treatment. Then multi-layered membrane is graphic-based multiplayer filter membrane increase pollutant degradation efficiency by improving stability and absorption capacity. The use of graphene is combination with the other materials such as LaCO O3 creates a more effective filter for removing organic substance. Then magnetic catalyst. Graphene-based photocatalyst combined with the magnetic materials such as nanocomposite enable catalyst separation using external magnetic fields, making reuse and waste reduction easier. Then the next point is membrane technology. Graphene-based membrane equipped with antimicrobial and anti-fouling properties offer superior solution for the wastewater treatment through nanofiltration technique. An application example is a composite membrane that combines graphene oxide or GO with the copper oxide, which enhance the degradation ability of organic pollutant. Then the next point is the photocatalyst reactor. This is the optimal photocatalyst reactor design, such as using titanium from C3N4. A material enable high efficiency degradation of dyes. Parameters such as source and rejector geometry play an important role in the success of the process. 3D evaporator. The next point is the 3D evaporator. Solar-based water evaporation technology using 3D black materials such as porous carbon from AgMnO2 nanostructure is able to produce clean water from wastewater with high efficiency, stroke-like absorption, and heat conversion. Then the last point is 3D printing. The 3D printing technology enables the fabrication of graphene-based membrane structure with innovative design that improve channel contact efficiency and degradation of organic and inorganic pollutant in water. This innovation over modern solution is wastewater treatment challenge, including cost efficiency, ease of use, and environmentally sustainability, thus supporting global effort to maintain clear water availability. Then we go to the last topic is conclusion. Wastewater treatment using graphene oxide GO-based material with the photocatalytic technique show great potential in environmental sustainability advantage such as surface area, high absorption, and charge carrier separation efficiency. Support effective degradation of pollutant. However, the implementation is still limited to laboratory scale due to the technical and mechanistic challenge. The development of solar-like activated photocatalytic mechanistic investigation as well as the transmission from laboratory scale to industry scale need to be prioritized. Modern technologies such as tocatalytic reactor, membrane, and 3D printing offer innovative solutions. Process parameter recycling, photocatalytic, and evaluation of their toxicity to living things should be considered. For the commercial application, environmentally factor such as temperature, dialect, and natural disturbance, also require attention. These efforts support the development of sustainable solutions for wastewater treatment. Here the review article from me. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.